need to introduce our guest who is in studio so that we can officially begin our breakfast conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, she is the Member of Parliament for Dagoretti North and a dedicated champion for girl, child and women empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, help me welcome Honorable Beatrice Elachi. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
I'm well.
Asante.
So today I want us to do things differently.
Okay.
But before I tell you what we are doing today, okay? Do you know a little bit of Germany? Ama nikufunze kiasi.
I would say unifunze kiasi. Because do you know my daughter does German and I never even bothered to and she's very good in German. Yes.
Akufunzangi nyumbani?
Naongeanga vitu zake namwambia sasa hiyo. Najikutanga Kifaransa zaidi ya Kijerumani. Yes.
All right.
But she's good. She's good in German. Yes.
Sasa nataka usalimia our listeners.
Okay.
So telling them good morning unawaambia guten morning. Yes. Okay. Kumbe unajua. Tuende kazi.
Guten morning. Good morning.
Absolutely. That's it. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Kwenye umetoka?
Tumetoka, nimeanza na mkutano asubuhi, ilikuwa ya wazee. Wanalia maswala mengi, maswala ya siwa, maswala ya drainage, maswala ya TVET, Dagoretti North.
Yes.
Sasa ndio nikamaliza, nikasema sasa wacha nije nisikize. Hii Radio R. Inasema nini? Inatuvumbusha, tujiregenerate, ama tu revive, ama tufanyeje? Ama tuwe remorse.
Absolutely.
Ndio mara ya kwanza mimi kwa MP wao.
Okay.
Nilikuwa nominated senator.
Okay.
And then nikavai 2017 nikaanguka.
Okay.
So ndio nikarudi.
Ndio ukarudi tena.
Nikarudi tena.
Okay.
All I can plead with parents when we are closing school and it's 2 months that I know there are challenges, but try and safeguard your child.
Yeah.
You might think it is good for he or she to come on the streets, but it will be a consequence in future when that child grows up, because that is how his nurturing environment was. A very tough environment, but more an environment where he believed if I run this side and this side, I'm able to get. That does not mean that we are not people who understand that, yes, you come from poor backgrounds.
Yeah.
But I remember in our days, the poor will never come to the street at all. They used to, in fact, one of the things we used to make sure you don't say is that you are poor at home. So you keep it for yourselves. Yeah, it was very rare to find poor children. They knew you have to go to school. They knew that it's only in school where you can get something. And so those parents then, they were poor, yes, but they tried their best to make sure their children are in school. And that's the difference now. Nowadays, parents...
Are they not doing the same?
No. In fact, they've forgotten where they've come from.
Okay.
Our generation. Because we are the ones now making our children really suffer. We are the ones who sort of leave and just neglect.
Yeah.
And you've decided you can't be strict. But it doesn't mean that when you live in a kijiji, you should let things go like that.
True.
Because even me, I grew up from where? Kangemi. It was a kijiji more than Kawangware those days. Kawangware was much better when I was growing up than Kangemi. I know Kangemi has now transformed. It has changed. Now Kawangware has taken the challenges that Kangemi used to have. But we made sure we respected ourselves and we went to school and more importantly, we confined ourselves going to church and doing many other things of the youth, which nowadays young people don't like going to church, and even the church is not there for them.
Yeah.
It's not like the days where you'd find the church is open, children have gone. During this Christmas time, they will be going through learning camps, trying to do Christmas carols and just coming for practice. It's no longer. So sometimes we even blame the children. It's like in Nairobi we have lacked completely space. Space where children can just go and have a few activities.
I think this, before you continue, this is a conversation that mostly we always have on social media and also on air. We're always like, who is to blame? Is it the parent? Is it the kid? But if the parent alilelewa vizuri, why not treat the kid the same way?
The same way. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
We also ask, because sometimes you go on the ground and you feel, but this is a bright child. If just the parent would know. I think parents also got very, I won't say something, I think overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But then the question would be, if you're overwhelmed with the first child and the second, don't bring the third child. Yeah, because already you're not treating the first too well. Why would you bring another one? So those are some of the things that we are really asking. And then, during our times, it was different. Our courting and dating was so different. It's not like today. So today, young people believe when you're courting and dating, immediately you are okay, you can do sex and all that. In our days, we never allowed that. But we were courting. You court even a guy for 6 years. And he has never. Until even him, he knows, I don't need to ask.
True.
Because we are still in high school, we are CG where. But then, same in campus.
Yeah.
You would go, but you'll remember, this girl cannot get pregnant in campus. She has to finish her campus.
Yeah.
And if you want to marry her, fine. You'll marry each other in campus. But today it has really changed. So a girl will get pregnant, will be dumped immediately by the guy, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this girl now goes into another trajectory of life. And those are some of the things I see when I'm in 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏. And sometimes people get very offended. Sometimes when you're telling them the truth, they'll get offended.
Yeah, true.
But I always say, just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you won't say it, nobody else will tell her. Yeah, I'll tell her, fine, we are going to support the first baby. But the second one, if you bring in, definitely, then it is your wish to have children.
Yeah.
So you can't now come and say again, oh, I am in trouble, you decided to bring the trouble. So all I can tell young girls, especially those who are closing school now, is that go and take care of yourself. Keep yourself busy. Do not allow yourself to get into a pregnancy. I know we've walked a journey, Lavington girls. It has not been easy with Mwalimu.
Okay. Because
you find these are already girls who understand everything. And so when they are coming in class, their mindset is so different. But I want to thank Mwalimu Jane. She has really tried. And we have just had to mold these girls and mold. We have those who have given birth. We have taken back to school. And we are telling them, if you already have a child and you're in school, just know you're already in trouble. And in fact, you need to work hard because you already know why you're working hard. Because you have somebody who you're about to be responsible to. So those are some of the biggest challenge. And I cannot blame sometimes the girls alone.
True.
I will also blame the boys. And now I come to the parents, that you cannot have your child who has not gotten an ID and you're telling me he's in a boda boda. That is a young man who needed to have gone to a class somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't want to go back to now class, take him to a TVET somewhere at Kinyanjui. If we had land in 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏, North, which I'm really looking for, whatever land I get, I must build a TVET. I must bring in a TVET. We were supposed, right now in other constituencies, they are already having these ajiras, where guys are coming in, you put in computers, you can learn. It does not matter whether you have finished school, but at least you have a skill.
Yeah.
And I think that is what my prayer is. How do we make sure we can get a skill? But I also want to tell the young people.
Yes.
Because I've worked with them in 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I have seen what they do. And I want to tell those who become chairmen of their other comrades that you cannot be a chairman and you are seeing your the others are just going down, and you are a chairman who is moving, but others are just here. A good chairman would start picking up on the same young people and trying to say, you are able to go back to school. You got a C+, please go to campus. But a chairman who runs around with young people and says, I am the chairman of these young people.
Without helping the
without
people.
helping them, without trying to tell them life is not this. That is a chairman who uses these ones to move himself to where he wants to go. And that is one thing I have seen on our ground. Kwamba vijana unakuta tu wamekaa, tuko na chea na wasaidia vipi?
Chea anapenda 20 bob peke yake.
Chea akipata, tena chea mwenyewe ndiye atakwambia, we sasa mama dago utusaidiange. Lakini yeye mwenyewe ukihesabu zile vitu umemsaidia, unashindwa na kusaidia wewe, tunasaidia group. Because yeye atakuja kivyake chea. Lakini unajiuliza, na hii group yako iko wapi? Na wanafanya nini? Na kuna wale umetambua wako na talent, unaweza sema huyu mama dago mtoe hapa. Huyu afai atakuwa na sisi. Huyu najua akiendelea atajisaidia na aje atusaidie.
True.
Hiyo ndio naomba vijana sasa. Miaka 2 tumeenda, kuna wale wamekuja mmoja. Kuna wale watalia mama dago wewe ulituambia but unajiuliza unakuja leo mama dago anawanulia car wash. In 3 months 4 months car wash hakuna. Unarudi mnasema mama dago hakusaidia. Unarudi unafanya.
You have such incidents that zimefanyika?
Yes, nyingi sana. Unawapatia hata tangia maji wanauza. Yes.
What do young people want? Unapewa kila kitu na unakataa.
Unawaambia sasa shikeni. Unachukua mtumba naenda nachukua bail. Unapatia kila mmoja in 2 months. Hana hata ile faida amejirudishia. Unakuja unamtafutia mwingine hata kiosk tu. In 1 month ameuza. Amechukua hiyo pesa, umefanyia nini? Hakuambii. Lakini hao ndio watakupiga, hao ndio watasema, mama dago asaidii.
Hakufanya kazi.
Lakini kuna wale pia wazuri sana. Au elimu. Atakuja akuambie kwa ofisi. Nimekuja. 1 year sijakuwa shule. So far 19 of them tumerudisha shule.
Wow.
Girls and boys. Alikuwa form 3, hakukuwa na school fees, amekaa tu home 1 full year. Ukimwona hivi unamnyakua haraka, kwanza akiwa dem, unamwambia wewe ni Mungu.
We need to protect her.
Yani kama hajapata ball, arudi shule. Kuna wale tumerudisha Lavington Girls, kuna wale tumerudisha St. George's. Na mwalimu anakubali.
Yes.
Nakwambia kama ni huyu, wacha tumpatie 1 week tuangalie, na nakwambia wakirudi shule wanang'ara kung'ara.
Wow.
Ana transform, unashindwa, was this the same girl who came with slippers? That's how life is. Not just in Kawangware.
Yes.
But me, I know that's how life is in the whole of this Nairobi. But we have young people also wamejitolea. Kama vijana wa Kibra. Vijana wa Kibra wakati wa Ken Okoth the late.
Yes.
Ken alijaribu akaleta a program na a young team walikuwa wanajiita nairobi's. Wanakusaidia, unachapa kuelewa IT until you get to where you want to go. Na hawa vijana, both wasichana na vijana, wamejisaidia. Kuna wale wameingia Google, kuna wale wameingia Microsoft. Yani kuna wale wametransform their lives from having no certificate. So mi naomba vijana, hakuna kitu itakuwa light, hakuna kitu utapata kwa urahisi.
True.
Ni lazima ujikakamue. Na uwezi jikakamua 1 year, 2 year, ati 6 months, 3 months imeiva. Lazima iwe 1 year, 2 years ndio uone matunda ya kujikakamua. So mimi nataka niwashukuru hapa, si wote mko young people. Nyinyi wenyewe mnajiamusha. Nyinyi wenyewe naona mmejiamulia, mmenunua kamera zenu, mmenunua hii, mnajaribu sana na mnalipa kodi.
True.
What is this that young people, and me I'm praying, how I wish the government would have just helped young people, kuwapatia incentive, penye tulikuwa tunasema, don't tax young people.
Yes.
As long as wamekuja wanakuambia tuko na business, hapana business ati hii ya jokes. Tuko na kitu kama hii mko nayo, you need 3 years, 4 years to just build yourselves.
Yes.
Wawapatie ensuring that this is a team. In the next 5 years, hakuna siku tena mtalalamika.
Yeah.
That's what Gava needs to do to all our young people.
True.
Kuna wale wanaweza rudi agriculture as long as wapatiwe inputs but tax free.